What's up guys, Jason Cardamone here. You are here at the DS Domination 90-day case study, and my whole intention here it's literally for you guys to watch me create a brand new six-figure stream of income. And I'll start off real quickly here. Today is day one. It is June 2nd, 2014. This case study runs to, I think it's August 30th, but I have to check my notes. I'll reference those in a second. The entire goal plan is it's 90 days straight. Starts right now. I have not gone through. It's based around a product called DS Domination Genesis. And Genesis is some training, and I'll probably go more into that. It's really around how to make a lot of money quickly using the power of Amazon. And this is not affiliate marketing, it's not network marketing, which is my background. For the last 8 years, I've been an internet network marketer. I've built teams of over 30,000 people. I've been full-time for 6 years, six-figure income. It's really, we're not here to talk about my background, but you need to know I'm authority around this online making money. I've been helping people for years and years, coached thousands and thousands of people. Done probably over 1,000 videos now. I just spoke on stage. One of my biggest audiences ever is around 2,000 people. And with all that said, I'm changing all that stuff, all my expertise, all this world I've learned. We're now focusing on this very easy to learn skill set. It's about this much compared to the stuff I've learned for 8 years. This much stuff to learn, and I haven't learned it yet. I do know a lot about it because I've done a little research in the past few weeks here, and I knew this product was coming out. I knew kind of what was in, or what it was about. I didn't know the details, the step by step. And so I will be going, for example, the first step, shortly after this video, I'm gonna cover what my game plan is. I put it together last night. But the game plan for these next 90 days, one of the very first things is to go through the Genesis, the material, to learn how I'm gonna make this money over the next 90 days. And so the basics are, we're gonna be selling some things on Amazon. We're not gonna be selling stuff out of my house. We're not gonna be, selling some information products. These are gonna be actual physical products, like this little strap right here, like this little, the plastic holder with this little card inside of it, stuff like that. And that's just a random example. I looked around my office. It can be any one of millions of items that are already selling crazy amounts right now. And I don't know what it is yet because I haven't gone through. The training walks you through everything. So here's what the 90-day case study is going to be about, is really my journey. My initial intention right now is to create a new six-figure income in these 90 days. And my sub, like kind of a sub part of that, I want to create a brand new $30,000 in the next 90 days. And what that really means, if you average everything out, it's about $300 a day if you break everything down. And I'm not going into all of that right now, but I do want to cover with you so on the plane flight home last night, at the event I was speaking at, the launch of Genesis, just launched 2 days ago, or about 36 hours ago. I've been dying to go through this material, but first I want to do this video for you guys. Let me go through my notes here so you can see kind of what I planned on the plane ride home. So really, initially, I am going to be, actually that stuff doesn't matter, that's outside of the affiliate stuff. Let me share that with you guys, because this is, I will tell you, I'm not completely ignoring my background, but it's going to be in a very, very minor part of my focus. And so I am going to connect with some top marketers and leaders in this company, in DS Domination, people I know, and other people in the industry. And I'm going to basically approach them and say, look, I love doing videos. I did great on stage. I want to do a lot more of that. And I want to just basically throw these videos online somewhere, probably on YouTube. How can I get eyeballs to them? Because I know I can really help a lot of other people. Guys, this is not about me creating an income. This is about me creating an income to build your beliefs so you can go do the same or even greater than that. That's my whole purpose. So the purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. And that's you. That is my whole purpose. Yeah, we have things we want some more money to do some things with, but why would I take all the time to do all these videos, maybe 90 videos, maybe 50, 45 videos? I don't know how many, if I'm gonna do one every single day or not. Right now it's gonna be every day. And why would I take the time to do all that when I could just focus on Genesis, making tons of money myself? I don't need to tell you about all this. I'm doing this because that's my purpose. My purpose isn't to go make a bunch of money. My purpose is to love, teach, inspire, and serve you, and enjoy my journey on the way there. So I'm gonna find out, and it's not around these 90-day case study videos. Just create these little, I'm always learning new things. I want to reach out there, pour knowledge and love and inspiration, everything out there. And I want to see if there's a way to leverage that and get, create some more income while I'm doing something I love doing anyway. So that's a little side part. We're not going to talk a lot about that in this case study, but I did make those notes down. 90-day game plan / journal / case study. Where am I going to publish these videos? Well, I came up with the whole plan. This took about an hour on the plane ride home, guys. Part of it is about an hour because I write so slowly. But there's a lot of thought, a lot of forethought, a lot of planning, strategy going into this. So I'm going to publish all of these videos on my blog. They're actually first going to go to YouTube. I'm going to put those YouTube videos on my blog. I'm not sure if I'm going to, the time frames, June 2nd to August 30th. That's exactly 90 days. Now on the plane ride, it was going to be June 1st to August 29th. I got in pretty late last night. I just wanted to spend time with my family and then go to bed. That was pretty much what last night was. And so it's not too fair to start the case study yesterday because I did nothing besides this plan. And so I moved it. I don't know if you can see, I crossed this out up high here. I already crossed out stuff and adjusted my plan. That's part of, adjusting things as we're going. And I'm doing this, guys, not just to inspire you can do stuff, so you can see what's going through my mind, my emotions. And I'm always, if you don't know me, I'm always completely transparent. So if I'm frustrated, angry, if I'm confused, if I'm super happy, excited, whatever, I'm gonna share all that with you guys. That's how I roll, if you don't know me. So we have the time frame June 2nd to August 30th. And let me write down a couple main things for you guys. So June 2nd through August 30th. Guys, I also apologize. I know the sound is really echoey in my new office here. We just moved in the past couple months and I have not had time to get the audio perfect. I apologize. This is not quite the level of professional video I usually do, but that's not a part of this 90 game plan. It's not in there. It may happen somewhere soon. I plan to do it in the next 30 to 60 days. So hopefully the audio will get better, but deal with it. Focus on the information, not on the distraction of maybe you didn't even recognize the echo until just now. So I'm not sure if it will be 1 video per day, 3 to 4 per week. 1 video per week, I doubt it. I doubt it'll be that few because I'll be learning so much stuff and being able to teach you so much stuff as I go through. By the way, I've not done anything in the course. I actually just watched about 2 minutes worth of 2 separate videos. So 1 minute of one video, 1 minute of another, and I'm like, dude, I just gotta get making this first video here. So I'm gonna put the YouTube videos on my blog. I'm gonna put a 1-sentence overview of what I covered. Like for example, this video is probably my introduction and breakdown of what the next 90 days look like. And maybe I'll put a couple bullet points for a little, maybe whatever I put down on this board, maybe that's important enough to be the bullet points, I don't know. The point is I'm gonna keep it real short and simple. I'm not gonna sit there typing paragraphs and transcribing all these words, and I don't have time for that. I'm also not gonna hire a transcriptionist to go do that either. I'm not gonna create time for that because I'm focused on this game plan. The game plan, which right now, and this number definitely is subject to change as I go through Genesis, the number of creating the new 6-figure income, $10,000 a month income, which Hopefully, it's $30,000 in the next 90 days. Now that's not a strong word. Hopefully, you don't build your life on hope. You want to have hope, you want to have faith, but you build it on results and what, certainty, focus, clarity on the goal. I don't have clarity on the exact financial goal because I might be able to do a lot more than the numbers I'm telling you. I might be able to do 50, 100,000 in the next 90 days. I'm not sure. We're gonna know when I'm through the course. So I've left some wiggle room in that. I have some initial plans there, and I will change those over the next couple days, and then they will be set very solid. And I'll talk more about that in 1 second. I am then going to send out an email to I have a list of people that have looked into making money online. They would all be highly interested in what's happening here because they all want to make money. They're going to watch me do it live right here on camera, and then we're going to be able to take all those, and you'll be able to see, like, dude, look at all this stuff. Look what he did here. I can copy this. Look what he did here. Oh, I messed this all up. We're going to look at the exact numbers. We're going to look at everything, guys. So I'll give you proof of everything. We're going to do screen videos, screenshots, Camtasia, if you guys are familiar with that. So I'm going to basically copy and paste the stuff I took from my blog. I'm going to put that in an email to my list, and each one will have a link that goes to my blog post. So my list is going to be, and guys, for those of you that are marketers, I'm planning this out. This stuff doesn't really matter if you're just going to be making money on Amazon. That's why I'm going to be real brief around this. So I'll have stuff. Basically, what's the best way to diagram this? Let's say this is my blog. By the way, this is my personal WordPress blog, not any other blog that has all these different restrictions on it. From the blog, we're going to have my YouTube video right here, YT, which is the video you're watching right now. This will be on YouTube. That thing is going to be embedded inside of my blog. So the YouTube video goes on the blog, YouTube video, plays there. You're seeing me, little green guy, green shirt right there. Few words around it. And then my list right here, I'm gonna copy and paste the text from this, send it to my list, and inside of that email I send to the list is gonna be a link pointing to this blog post. So tomorrow it's gonna be the same thing. A new YouTube video, a new blog post. The video goes right there. And then I send to the list, and then I'm going to send it to this will be day 2. Day 1, day 2. That's how it looks as far as on the marketing side. Now again, for doing the Amazon stuff, you could ignore all that stuff I just said in that entire picture. And in fact, I am erasing this because it's not relevant to the 90-day case study. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and hopefully I wasn't standing in the way the whole time. Hopefully you got to see the whole thing. So that's that plan. I'm showing you, everything I just did, guys, I don't have a picture in my notes, but I just basically showed you that first third or so of the page right there. So next one. These are like my to-do things, and some of them are general, what's the overall game plan? Like, I don't know, let's figure it out. Go through all of Genesis and take massive notes. Start the morning of June 2nd. Here we go. It's the morning of June 2nd. It's rock and roll. Run my May cash. So today's June 2nd. Run my cash flow from May, from this last month. Figure where we will be at in June. And I'll explain this in a second. Sell our van and other Craigslist stuff, which now I told you we're doing Amazon. I'll tell you how this stuff fits in with the plan. So I'm gonna create some extra money. I'm gonna look at where we're at. So I'm gonna measure where we're at right now. Let me draw you guys cash flow so you can understand. This will be good to know. So we have a certain amount of expenses right now, just like you do. Your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, your cell phone bills, your electricity, your food, your insurance, everything. These are your expenses. We have a certain amount of cash flow or income. I'm going to actually call this income. It's a lot better term for this because it's not really cash flow. We have a certain amount of income. That's money you make from network marketing, affiliate marketing, from your job, from a retirement plan, pension, from unemployment, from little jobs you do around the house, around your neighborhood. You mow lawns, you have a little business you run, whatever it is, big business you run, whatever. Maybe you have 5 businesses you run. That's your income. And so what I'm doing, I have all these numbers, but I don't always look at them every single month. And I have a reminder every month, do your cash flow on the first of every month, do the cash flow, do the cash flow. Well, I haven't been plugging into those the last couple months because things have been totally crazy in this double home move we just did. We've had tons of extra expenses, it's all been crazy, and so these were all out of whack. Like expenses were way out of whack. My income's actually been shrinking for the last 5 months, and it's just now starting to grow again because I made a decision back in January, an unselfish decision, something that was making me a lot of money, but not my team a lot of money. You guys seeing this video, some of you seeing this video, I wanted to serve you better, so I made a decision in January, and it's working. Because now, in the last 4 or 5 months, there has been a lot of money made from a lot of people that have trusted me over these years, and I appreciate you guys. I'm so glad. That was a scary, scary thing I did in January. And I'm not trying to build me up as this big hero, guys. Again, it comes down to my mission statement. This isn't about me. This is about the purpose, why God put me here on this earth, is to serve that mission statement, to inspire, teach, serve others, to pour love out there. I made the decision in January because I knew I could serve my mission statement at a much higher level, or I hoped I could. I thought I could. Now we're sitting here, whatever, 4.5, 5, whatever months later, and it's fully proven, yes, I made a good decision. And helping if other people get what they want, you can have everything you ever dreamed of. Well, now our income is finally stabilized. It's going to start growing now. It is already starting to grow again right now because of the seeds I planted in January. So now we're going to be blessed for these months and years to come because of the sacrifices I've made over these last 5 months. So I wanted to give you guys some background, but what I'm doing here, I have to figure out what available cash I have, because we're going to be selling products on Amazon, and there's a few different ways to do this, but one of those ways that I'd really like to focus on, you have to buy some products and then turn around and sell them for big profit margins, 500%, 1,000% and beyond. What that means is you buy a little widget for $1, you sell it for $5 or $10 or more. You buy a little widget for $3, you sell it for 15, for 10, 15, 20 plus dollars. And I'm talking about, let's go buy 500 little dollar widgets. That's $500. Let's go sell them, let's say for $10 each. All of a sudden I turn 500 into 5,000. That's the game we're talking about. That's what we're going to be doing on Amazon. That's one thing of like 4 different ways we can make money with this Genesis thing. But that's the main one I think I'm interested in. I haven't gone through all 4. So we'll talk about more of the 4 once I've gone through it. I don't want to cover that right now. But I need to know where our cash flow is at and what extra money we have and everything. I'll be completely transparent with you guys. Have gone through some things in the past 1.5 years, and even though last year we made more money than we've ever made, ever in my entire life, and in fact I made more money last year than most of anybody in my entire extended family has ever made, and so that's awesome. We also had some crazy expenses, both business expenses, advertising, lots of events I flew to, plane flights, hotels, stuff like that, but also medical and family things. And so we had, last year, it was like bigger income, bigger expenses. And that was, I really try, as our income grows, to keep expenses. Probably part of the problem is I just said try instead of I keep our expenses even when our income grows. That's part of the problem is I just said the word try and not more certainty around it. But I need a handle on this right now because I told you guys I'd be transparent. We have, I have to actually check our savings and stuff, but it's like next to nothing as far as extra money right now. So I'm talking about like, if we have an emergency right now, like let's say we have to pay $2,000 for whatever. Let's say I sell our van and I'm gonna go buy a new car for $2,000 cash. We can't do that unless the van sells for more than $2,000. And it will. It's worth 6 to 7K right now, I think. And it's paid off. All our vehicles, we're basically debt free, which is cool. Some of you guys are way negative in the hole. We are literally, we're not quite 100% debt free. We do, I forgot, we haven't had credit cards for like 9 years. We do have one credit card, and it has, I think the limit on it is like $500. And actually it's not maxed out, it's at, or is it 2,000? I don't know what the limit, it doesn't matter. It has very little amounts on it from some event things I paid for actually a few years ago, and I've been paying a little bit, but that maybe has $300 to $400 on it, and that's more. I just, in preparation for what we're doing and paying for the event and things I just did, I actually just sold off a lot of stuff, including part of what I call my savings, Silver Eagles and all kinds of stuff. So we are real close to right now to having pretty close to $0. We have that $300 to $400 on a credit card that I will use, and here's why, because I will use other people's money. I will use my bank's money because they're only going to charge me, I don't know the rates, but at maximum it's like 13 to 15% per year or something. That's like less than 1% per month. We're talking about making compounds of like 1,000% per month. 1 compared to 1,000. Let's see, should I borrow somebody's money or not to make that happen? So anyway, part of the game plan is, without borrowing, because I don't have amazing credit, if we want to go borrow a bunch of money, I'm probably going to have to get co-signers and stuff. That's because I filed bankruptcy 9 years ago, and I wasn't able to do a good job of restoring credit well, even though I've taught like dozens of people. I had some close people to me that were going to file. They knew I had filed, and I gave them some coaching, things to do before they filed, as well as right after. And they were able to qualify to buy a brand new home just 1 year after filing bankruptcy. Well, I didn't, I filed 9 years ago. I didn't know that foresight and those things early on I wasn't able to do. It's taken a long time to get things squared away. So anyway, the whole point is, guys, don't have a lot of extra right now. Our expenses and income are real close to being equal to each other. I know actually for sure we have some income boosts that I will know within the next 48 hours. For sure within the next week, I'll have some real solid numbers for you guys. I know this month, I know our income will be definitely bigger than our expenses. But here's the deal. We go to buy these products, those are expenses. And so I know that in forethought, I need to free up some cash flow. How do we get some money? How do we get it quick? So one of those is sell our van. That's thousands of dollars just sitting there. It's summertime, we're not gonna use it much. What we're gonna do is sell our van. We're gonna get like 6,000 to 8,000 somewhere from that thing. I have all the exact numbers, but I haven't checked them lately. We're gonna do that. It's probably gonna happen. We've been working on getting the title from the van. It's been paid off for like 2 years, 3 years. We still don't have the title because our company messed up that we did it through, and so we've been hunting down the title. It ended up being in Texas, craziest story ever, but we're in the process of getting that shipped to our house right now. As soon as that arrives, we can sell the van. I can give it to somebody. We get all that cash, boom. We just created a new 6 to 8 grand right there. I also have other Craigslist stuff. That would be a pile of like more than 150, 200 video games, PC games and stuff. I have old G.I. Joes, old Star Wars stuff, some of it's collectibles worth big money and stuff. I'm selling it. Every ounce of all that stuff is gone. I was in our closet unpacking from the event, which is rare. It usually takes me like a month to unpack everything, so I'm busy right away, and I'm like, dude, everything's gonna stay clean. We're gonna keep like distraction free, completely. I don't mean just physically clean, I mean mentally, emotionally clean, health clean, nutritionally clean. So unpack the whole suitcase, like one of the first things this morning. Got all the clothes where they go, put the belt away. We have like 40 belts on this thing. I'm like, what is this? I went through there, I found 3 belts that were like 10, 20 years old, some were 20 years old. Like, I will never, these things, I hate these belts, I'll never wear them. I hate using the word hate, I apologize for that. I do not like these belts, I'll never wear them again. Took those 3 out. I was making sure, I knew one was mine, the other 2. Showed my wife, are any of these yours? Will you ever wear these? Do you care about these? Her answer's no. We're selling those things. They're probably gonna make a couple bucks. I don't care, I'm selling everything. Selling tons of stuff is the whole point. So, and that probably won't be a Craigslist thing, that would be an eBay thing, because they can get more money, a lot bigger market, the entire United States. And my mom is really good at shipping, because her and I used to work in a shipping company, so we know how to box things, label them like real fast. Right supplies, right labeling, right air, it's like unconscious competence for us. So, my mom's my assistant, by the way. Goal is to have the exact amount of cash flow available for Genesis, for doing this process we're going through. I need to know how much cash we have available in the next 30 and 60 days so I can figure out what money's gonna go where, what products we can purchase, what products we can't purchase, so I can set the goals, figure out what we're gonna make, and that's part of the initial figuring things out here. There are some possible $5,000 loans that I don't have all the details on. They'd be very high interest, almost like a pawn or shark loan or whatever. It's not like I'm not gonna get killed for, you know, risking this thing. But something that I would take, you know, take 5,000 out, invest 5,000 into stuff, turn it into 20, 30, 40,000, pay back the 5, all of a sudden I've created this extra money. I am really looking to leverage things like that. By the way, if you are someone who has money sitting around, you want to talk more details about this and how you can make a ton of interest on things, and we'll talk about all the risks, all the rewards, everything. I'd be happy to discuss that with anybody watching this video. If you want to be like a silent venture partner, venture capitalist, VC, you want to do that thing, like you stay behind the scenes, you let me learn all this Genesis stuff, you let me do all the work, you get paid a percentage of things, I'd be happy to discuss those things for anybody watching this video. Create a 90-day intention audio and do theater of the mind, binaural beats, my intention audio during the binaural beats every single day during theater of the mind. So what that means is, so 90-day intention audio is something, it's basically like this. I, Jason Cardamone, am sitting here at my home office on August 30th, 2014. I have just created $30,000 of brand new income, and I've never felt so inspired in my entire life. This money will go out and inspire thousands and thousands of people lives around me, on my list, on YouTube, people in my sphere of influence, people on my team, so that they can go out and make millions and millions and millions of dollars due to me getting through obstacles and watching me persist through and do whatever. It's not gonna get, you know, I'm getting a little off track there. That's why I'll create the thing first, and I'll probably speak into my microphone 3, 5, 10 times, get it exactly perfect for the intention I'm creating, so that on August 30th, I'm gonna be speaking this stuff into my, well, I'm gonna be speaking it, then I'm gonna be listening to it while I'm doing binaural beats, and I'm gonna play that thing over something called binaural beats. And isochronic tones, those are gonna be playing in the background. My voice will be over them, and it's really gonna be basically just programming my brain so that on August 30th, you guys are gonna see some crazy stuff happen. And part of this whole thing, I'm proving to you thoughts are things. I haven't created any of this, guys, yet. Haven't created a single dollar from Genesis yet. And you're watching all the planning session, everything go in right now. So I'm gonna play that audio every day. You may have heard me say theater of the mind. That is basically you using your imagination, closing your eyes. Hey guys, sorry about that. My camera actually, I filled up the entire hard drive. I have no idea it was even that close to being full. So I was talking about theater of the mind, and what it is basically going into your imagination in this virtual movie theater, in your mind, in your imagination, closing your eyes, getting into this place, and seeing yourself on screen, visualizing what you're creating, like creating X amount of income in the next 90 days, or the next hour, or being on stage speaking to 2,000 people, or whatever you're trying to do. And that doing that every single day. And especially, so that audio, part of my intention audio, I'm going to create that in the next couple days when I create the exact amount I'm going to create in these next 90 days. So I will go through that process. Officially, I'll go through it probably more like 87, 88 days instead of all 90. I will go through theater of the mind right now, but I won't have my audio that I will have spoken and playing back to myself, because when I speak those intentions, it's going to be the exact number and exactly the right thing, because your thoughts are things. Thoughts turn into words. Those words, it will turn into reality. So I don't want to say the wrong number for the next couple days and start planting the wrong seeds. So I'm holding off on that until I've been through Genesis, which will happen today. I don't know if I can get through all of Genesis today, but basically, besides looking for the van title and maybe listing some things to sell on Craigslist and eBay, creating that extra cash flow, I might run our numbers from the last month. I might wait another day or so for that. What I know is that the more cash I can create right now, which is, by the way, guys, that's just one piece of Genesis. You don't have to create cash like I'm referring to. This is just part of my plan. I told you guys I'm going to be transparent with you on everything. And so that's part of what I know is that the more I can create, basically every dollar I can free up, I know, even if I screw everything up, is going to turn into like $3 to $5 if I really mess up. And a lot of it, every dollar is going to turn into like $5, $10, $5, $6. Every one will turn into 5 or 6, stuff like that. So I want to get free up a lot of cash flow really quickly. I will tell you guys moving forward as well, 60, 90 days, 6 months, stuff like that. This is going to get a lot bigger. This is not going to grow very much. It will grow a little, and I'll explain more of that in a different video. We have medical things we need to do, all kinds of stuff, but this will be greatly bigger than this in the coming 1 month. Much less 60, 90 days, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger beyond these. But as that happens, I don't just do this. I take a big chunk of this, and then I actually add it to this in the form of those like products I'm gonna buy. Then I put them back into the cash machines, and it spits back out another $3 for every one, or another 5 or 10 or whatever. And what happens is you very quickly snowball this thing where the income just goes to the sky, way down through the earth's crust. Crazy amount of income, and then we can afford to like mess around with our expenses and like triple our expenses, but our income is still 30 times higher. Like, who cares if we triple it then? It also allows a lot of things happen, you know, expenses, which are also things like tithing, stuff like that, that are all in here right now. Those parts of it can get a lot bigger as this is happening, and that's really important to me, to give back to the community, to organizations, to, you know, to things that I personally believe in. And you can do the same. If you believe in certain, you know, if I want to give to a Christian church and you want to give to something else or whatever, those are all of our choices. If I want to give back to, you know, I'm not going to go into all the things I want to give money to right now, but the thing is, you get the freedom when you create the extra money. So I will share with you guys, I already have a new to-do item for June 2nd. So I guess I just decided I'm going to document everything in this book, because I just started to again. I might keep this digitally online. I'm not sure. I usually like to keep things like an Evernote or things like that. But the to-do is delete and transfer videos off of the video camera that you're hearing me from right now. So obviously I just filled up like 40 gigs. That's a lot of footage. So I need to go through, and there's a lot of videos I've already put on my computer that I forgot to delete off the camera. So I'm gonna go through all that. I'm gonna find all the videos on the camera that are not on the computer. I'm gonna get them where they need to be and clean the camera. Told you guys, emotionally everything's clean. Physically, nutrition-wise, everything's clean. Spiritually, everything's clean. Office-wise, house-wise, everything's clean. That's why I did my bag, my suitcase that I'd taken for this past weekend. So my desk, it actually has a few things on it right now. Clean. Gonna clean that off. So Need to keep the camera clean. I don't want distractions. This is going to be 90 days of hammer time laser focus. So again, this is here to serve you guys. You can pop in every few days, however you want to take on this material. I have zero intentions of any of the videos being this long, except for if I have big lessons to teach, because again, this is all about me serving my purpose. My purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, that's for me, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. So the loving, the inspire, teaching, serving, that's all for you. That's why I'm doing these videos. So if I find something throughout my journey today or tomorrow or in an hour that's applicable to you, and I think it can really change your life and really help you if you choose to go on this process and this journey through Genesis with me, then I can help you do that. And you can, you know, that stuff's always going to happen, but even stuff outside of that. If I'm teaching on finances, stuff like that, I want you guys to benefit from that too, even if you don't want to use Genesis methods and doing the stuff that I'm going to do. So we will get further breakdown into what exactly Genesis is in the next, probably tomorrow, definitely by Wednesday. What day is it? It's Monday, June 2nd. So definitely either Tuesday or Wednesday's video. I intend for you guys to get this video today, but the videos might being a day or two behind. I just know how my process works. Shoot the video, have to edit it, render it. That whole process takes about as long as each video is. Plus it takes my time, it takes my computer time too. Then have to upload it to YouTube. Then I have to get the link and put the blog and do all that stuff. That's part of why I kept the blog and the text really short. I'm gonna go write that blog post basically right now, and just gonna be waiting to get the YouTube video once it finally gets up there. Pop the link in, boom, the blog is published. Then, by the way, if you're on my list, you can just pay attention to my blog and subscribe, whatever you do with the feed, subscribe to the feed or whatever. I forgot how to do all that stuff. Yes, I have a computer science degree and I don't know how to subscribe to my own blog feed. Dude, don't worry about the details. You need to be like Henry Ford. Here's a main lesson for you guys. You don't need to do it all yourself. You need to surround yourself by other smart people that can do stuff. Even if one of those smart people is WordPress.org itself, go on my blog and figure it out. It's on there somewhere. It's really easy. So ignore everything around my blog. I have no idea what's on there. I have no idea what banners are on there. I will fix all that stuff over time. You need to focus on the content and the videos that I'm delivering to you guys. And that's it. That's the whole game plan. That's all I have to share with you guys today. Time to rock and roll. To your ultimate success. God bless, guys. We'll see you tomorrow or in a few days or whenever next video in the 90-day case study for DS Domination Genesis gets out to you. Take care, guys.